No, you know what? Let me make this a double, man. Sorry. All right. Let's talk about this Indiana Fever trade. The Indiana Fever has traded Nalissa Smith and the number 8 overall pick for Sophie Cunningham and the number 19 overall pick. So far, that's the only details that I have. As far as what the Indiana Fever are receiving, I'm pretty sure, we'll hear something else. Hopefully, we'll hear some sweeteners because when I heard about the Lakers deal, I didn't hear about that second round pick from Seattle until later. Hopefully, there's some kind of sweetener in this deal for the Indiana Fever, and this is not the trade in its entirety as it's being reported. Phoenix gets Sabally, Kalani Brown, and Segi Uzen. I'm sorry, I've never said that name before in my life. Dallas gets Ty Harris, Melissa Smith, the rights to Micaiah Herbert Harrigan, and the number 8 pick from Indy. Indiana gets Sophie Cunningham and the number 19 pick. Sophie Cunningham, the player who was at All-Star game getting liquor wiped off the side of her mouth while she was trying to lure Caitlin Clark to the Phoenix Mercury. That's who we're getting? I haven't drunk in months. All right. Now listen. Super efficient three-point shooter for multiple seasons. That much we can trust from her. But you're averaging 8 points. You only put up 6 points per game in your series against the Minnesota Lynx. So we're looking at between 6 to 8 points on that efficient three-point shooting. What does that go for? 1? Maybe 2 threes a game? I'm pretty sure it's 1 3 a game, right? It's probably another field goal and some free throws. We could have just drafted Pow Pow for that. We could have just drafted Tahina Pow Pow and got a really efficient three-point shooter and still had Alyssa Smith. I don't know. I don't love this trade. I don't even like this trade, to be honest with you. Like, I'm going to root for it. I'm not going to root against Cunningham next season. She's part of the team now. She's part of the Fever. She's going to get love. But for right now, I'm pissed about what the GM... Why would you do this? For Sophie Cunningham and you move down to the 19 pick from the 8? I didn't really value that 8th pick that much. But Sophie Cunningham, I don't value that much either to be giving up stuff for, especially Nalissa Smith on a rookie contract. I don't like this deal, you guys. I'll be honest with you. I don't love it. I trust the Indiana Fever and their leadership right now. And like I said, I'll be over this in a few days. I'll still be rooting for the team and Sophie Cunningham. So I'm not trying to be rude to our new Fever player, but I just don't like the way they went about going and getting her into the fold. It's not the end of the world. We got another shooter. We needed another shooter, right? Now they have a lot of shooting depth now. I just felt there were other ways they could have went about getting that, man. They didn't have to crash out and give away Nalissa Smith and the number 8 pick just to bring back Sophie Cunningham. Now, I mean, I feel like there'll be some players available with the number 19 pick, but knowing them, they'll just get rid of them, like they did Celeste Taylor, like they did Alana Smith. They're probably not even going to keep the second round. They don't even have room for. If they keep their second round pick and this number 19 pick, do they even have room to sign both players? I don't think so. I don't think so. No. I don't love this trade, you guys. Talk me down. Somebody let me know why this trade is a good idea. Please, in the comments. I beg you. Bring me back down and let me know what you guys think about this trade. Hopefully somebody's a little bit more positive about this trade than I am. I just don't love it. Not when Phoenix is getting Sabally, Kalani Brown. I'm not saying Kalani Brown's like a real beat or anything. She was a little bit slow on offense and defense for Dallas, but why would we want to be part of that trade to help facilitate Phoenix getting Sabally? I wouldn't even want to be a part of that. If I'm not getting the headliner, keep me out of it as a team. Seriously, keep me out of it. Unless I'm like ditching some salary that I didn't want on my books or something like that. But they didn't do that. They didn't even ship off KLS. If you would have added Kaylou Samuelson to this deal and got her off the books and got more room to maybe sign somebody else, my phone's ringing. I'll answer that later. I'm sorry. Right now, you don't want to hear from me. Trust me. I'm not in the mood that you guys really want to be talking to me on the phone. I hate this trade. I hate this trade. I might feel better tomorrow. I might feel better in 10 minutes. Yeah, nah. You guys can have this trade. I don't like it at all. I wish they could rescind it. I wish they could say, you know what? We changed our mind. We don't want to do this. But apparently it's already done. This is what we have. So this is what I'll root for. But I just don't like it. You guys let me know what you think. Like no disrespect to Sophie Cunningham at all. You know? I made a video when she was flirting with Caitlin Clark. Well, not flirting, but you get what I'm saying. Trying to pursue Caitlin Clark to come to Phoenix. And I said then, if anything, it'll be the other way around and you'll come to Indiana. Why the did I say that? Why would I say that? Knowing half the things I say just happen to come true for no reason. I don't know what's going on, man. All right, I'm back. A lot more calm. Look, I just don't love the trade. I don't love the trade. I feel like Nalissa Smith had a lot more value. I don't necessarily. It's not the eighth pick that I'm crazy about. I don't mind moving from 8 to 19. I just felt like Nalissa Smith had a lot more value than to trade for Sophie Cunningham and have to move down in the draft. If anything, I thought they should have moved up in the draft. Maybe I'm overvaluing Alyssa Smith a little bit there, but I just don't love what they got back from Sophie. I understand that they have a lot of shooting, and she only asks for that now. They're maximizing their shooting. I get it. Like I said, I don't like if one player goes out, that ruins the season. So now that you have her and Lexi Hull, you're doing something there. But a 6'1" guard, for all the people saying they didn't need a guard when I was talking about Serena Sundell and all these other players, they go and get a guard that averages 8 points a game. Serena Sundell, she just dropped 28 and 8. I told you guys about her in the video. Did you go out and get Sophie Cunningham? I mean, she's a more reliable shooter than Serena Sundell, but she ain't the passer. She ain't got the. I don't know, man. I don't think it's a horrible trade at all. I'm not anti Sophie. I don't want to come off as if I'm anti Sophie. It's probably a horrible way for me to welcome the newest player to our team. But I'll be honest with you, I just felt like they could have gotten a lot more from Alyssa Smith. I don't like the fact that they're involved in a trade involving Sabally without getting her. If you're not getting the headliner, let somebody else facilitate the trade. I'm not being a third wheel to help you get what you want if I'm not getting what I really want, unless this is what they really wanted. I don't know. If this is what they really wanted, then fine, cool. You know, maybe they have a vision that I don't have. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I see things other people around me don't see it, and it comes to fruition. And then they're like, yeah, you know what? You were right. And this might be one of those instances. This is why I like to work with people because sometimes they see things that I don't see, and at the end, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm glad that I went with what you said because you were right. And this might be one of those times where I might be here a month after the season starts and I'm like, you know what? I was dead ass wrong. This trade was beautiful. But for right now, my initial impulsive reaction is fuck this trade. This is not great. They could have gotten a lot more from Alyssa Smith. Excuse my language, but you saw, like I said, I haven't drunk in months. It gets me there. It gets me there. So that's what I got for you guys, man. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is just a fan reaction. I'm not doing breakdowns. I'm not doing analysis. I'm not gonna go into how I think she fits into the roster and break down and crunch the numbers. You guys know I love the numbers. I will be back with the numbers and all of that stuff. I love analytics, but right now this is just chest and heart and how I feel as a fan. And I don't love this trade. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. As you know, I'm always in the comments responding to you guys, whether I agree or disagree. And if I disagree, don't take it personally. It's just me talking sports. I like to go back and forth. I debate passionately. So, let's do it. Let's beat it up in the comments. As Marcellus Wiley would say, I'll catch you guys on the next video, man. I'm going to go ahead and check out, take a nap or something. See you on the next one.